Okay, topic naman natin ngayon is the reduction of concurrent forces. So in this topic, pag-uusap-usapan natin yung kung paano natin i-reduce yung napakaraming forces into one single force. Kaya natin i-reduce yun, reduction of concurrent forces. Since we are talking about concurrent forces, we are parang contained lamang tayo sa problem na with single point of intersection. Alright? So, in concurrent forces, para ma-reduce natin siya, kapag siya ay na-reduce, so, equals yun sa tinatawag nating resultant. Tawagin natin siyang R. Okay? The resultant R is equals to the summation ng lahat ng vector. Okay? So, vector R, or the vector resultant, is equals to the summation ng lahat ng vector at that same concurrent force system. Okay, so parang ibig sabihin yan, so F1, vector 1, plus F2, plus F3. So lahat ng vector na meron doon, no? Ipagpa-plus-plus natin. So yun yung summation natin. Okay? So, i-reduce natin yon. Ang purpose nun is i-reduce sa isang vector. Ngayon, ang magnitude ng R, okay? Ang magnitude ng R is equal sa square of the summation of f along x squared, or the summation of f of y squared plus summation of f of z squared, or lahat ng mga vector along x, lahat ng vector along y, lahat ng vector along z. Okay, vector component I mean. Okay, vector component along x, vector component along y, and vector component along z. So, ganun siya. Okay, so yun yung resultant. So, may example tayo. Okay? So, if we have an example, as shown, na meron tayong ring or sabitan, pero isang malaking bakal na nakakabit sa pader. Okay? Tapos, sa ring na yon may mga nakakabit na kable or ropes. May mga nakakabit na rope. Ngayon, yung mga rope na yon ay nag-a-apply ng force at that ring. Okay? At that ring. So, mapapansin natin, silang tatlo ay concurrent forces, ha? Concurrent forces yung mga yan. Okay? Which is, I think, they are intersecting sa gitna ng ring. Okay? So, they are concurrent forces. So ngayon, ang ating equation or given natin is F1 is equals to 50. Okay, nakalimutan ko lagyan ng angle. So meron tong triangle or slope triangle. Okay, so triangle slope na ang height ay 4, 3 yung run. Okay, so meron tayong 50 Newton na may angle na angle niya ay 60 degrees. Hindi 60 degrees. Angle niya ay unknown. Hindi given yung angle pero merong slope. Then F sub 2 is 10 Newton and the magnitude of F sub 3 is 60 Newton. Okay, solvable naman yun gamit ng parallelogram, pero I think mas madali kapag ginamitan natin ng vector solution. Ngayon, para sa vector 2 muna tayo, sa vector 2. So, vector 2, hanapin muna natin yung vector 2. Okay? Which is yung vector 2 is solvable kapag nalaman natin yung takbo niya papuntang I direction at nalaman natin yung takbo niya papuntang J direction. Okay? So, based dun sa figure, pwede nating i-convert. Okay? Pwede nating i-convert itong system na to into a equivalent system. Okay? Equivalent. Okay, pwede natin siyang i-convert sa equivalent system. Na kung saan they are already intersecting sa points na to. So, this is 10 Newton. This is 50 Newton. This is 60 Newton. Okay? So, this is 50 Newton. And then, itong pababa 60 Newton. Okay? Ito ay may angle na 60 degrees. At ito ay may slope na 4 at saka 3. 3:4 na slope. Okay? So, ito yung ano natin, equivalent free body diagram na tinatawag. Okay? So, this is the free body diagram. Kumbaga, simplified ng itsura na nasa kaliwa papunta dun sa kanan. Equivalent. So, ibig sabihin nun, pwedeng mangyari yan even if yung forces applied ay hindi talaga dun naka-apply sa gitna but dun sa bilog na ring. Pero pwede siya kasi equivalent. It will not change the effect of the problem or it will not change the outcome of the problem. So, ang gagawin natin is gagawin nating vector form lahat sila. Kailangan maging vector form. So, si FA1 si FA1 is kung ito-drawing natin si FA1, no? Ay, si FA1. F1. Si F1 is ganyan na itsura. Separate muna natin temporarily. So, si F1 ay may direction na, may magnitude na 50, at may slope na 3 at saka 4. Okay? Right angle yan. So, 3, 4. So, magiging hypotenuse niyan, 5. So, based dyan sa itsura na yan, mapapansin natin, meron yung, since may mabubuo yung 4 rise, 3 run, so 5. This is just the direction, no? So, angle yon. Okay? So, kung ano yung angle ng maliit na triangle, yun naman yung angle din ng malaking triangle. So, ibig sabihin nun, cosine theta, ano ba yung cosine theta natin? Opposite over, adjacent pala, adjacent 3 over hypotenuse. Then, sine theta is equals to 4 over hypotenuse. So, shapestore muna natin sa isip natin yan. Okay? Ngayon, gusto natin i-convert si vector 1 para malaman natin yung A na tinatakbo sa I plus B na tumatakbo sa J. So, na may ganyang form. Okay? So, ito yung B, ito yung A. This is 50. Okay? Ano yung mga direction na yan? Okay? So, malalaman natin ito yung theta. So, lumalabas na 50 cosine theta I plus 50 sine theta J. Eh, alam natin na yung value ng cosine theta is 3/5 at 4/5. So, 50 times 3/5 I plus 50 times 4/5 J. So, lumalabas na 50, 10. 10 times 3 is 30I plus 50 times 4 over 5. So, magiging 40J. So, this is F. So, ito yung vector natin, F sub 1. Okay? So, yung vector natin. Next, vector 2 naman. So, vector 2 is pakaliwa. So, si vector 2 ay pakaliwa. So, pakaliwa, then pataas. So, this is vector 2. Na may magnitude na 10 Newton. Okay? 10 Newton. Na may angle na 60 degrees. Okay? So, basically, meron niyang triangle na 60 degrees. So, this is A, this is B, this is 10. So, para makuha natin yan, so, the vector 2 is equals to A, I, na tumatakbo sa I, at B na tumatakbo sa J. So, A will be 10 cosine 60 degrees I plus B plus 10 sine 60 degrees J. So, to solve, lumalabas na 10 cosine 60 is 5i. Okay, so 5i plus 10 times sine 60. So 8.66 J. So this is now your vector form for F2. Okay? So F3, which is pababa, definitely yung F3 natin ay since kung i-drawing naman natin yan, no? Kung i-drawing natin yan ng x, then this is the negative y. So kung i-drawing natin yung vector, since siya ay directly papuntang pababa, okay, kung directly papunta siya pababa, 60. So definitely, yung kanyang vector sub 3 is equals to negative 60j. Okay? So yun yung mga vector natin. Ngayon, since ang hinahanap natin is the resultant. So resultant is equals to the sum of all vectors. Okay? Sum of all vectors. So pag pinag-plus-plus natin yan, so f1 equals to 30i plus 40j with f2 plus 5i plus 8.66j and f3 negative 60j. Pag pinag-plus-plus natin yan, sinundan natin tong formula na to. Okay? Pag sinundan natin yung formula na yan, so f1 plus f2 plus f3. Okay? So, turns out na yung sagot natin will be may nakalimutan pala ako. Since yung dito pala sa taas natin, f2, negative 2 isa, negative 5 kasi pakaliwa. Okay, so nakakalimutan ko lagi yan. Sana wag nyo makalimutan, no? So equals to, so r, the vector r or the vector of the resultant will be equals to 25i, so 40 plus 8.66 minus 60, turns out na negative 11.34j. So ito yung vector ng ating resultant. Ayan yung vector. So yung resultant natin is square. Yung magnitude ng resultant is ito. So r will be 25 square plus, so square natin yan. Okay, so equals to 27.45 Newton. So yan yung magnitude r natin. Okay, this is the vector, this is the magnitude ng vector. Okay, magnitude ng vector natin.